So, hello, Mahmoud. It's been so long. How are you?
My God, Isaac, it's been a couple years now since Chairs, the time we I was an old man and you were directing me being an old man who was insanely stacking chairs and governors and kings upon those chairs. But it's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
fun.
yeah,
It's great to talk to you.
yeah. So, do you want to introduce yourself for a second, so people get
Yeah,
an
sure.
idea of who you are?
I am Mahmoud. Mahmoud Ahmed is what I go by. Um, I am Sudanese. I'm 24. I was once a theater major and I loved it very much. However, I chose to go down a different track, and I've always done as much as I could in the performing arts, script writing, and channeling my creative energies. And I am interested to do this work just in general and especially with you,
Yeah, yeah,
given what you've already shown me with the capacities of this AI.
definitely. So when you think about the future, or like, do you think about AI, or like, where does your brain go when you're reckoning with that?
So my brain usually splits, so it's like hyper. Like I see that there's both a potential for a dystopian Mad Maxian looking world and the simultaneous Blade Runner sort of scenario. So the
Yeah,
two
yeah.
coexisting at the same time. So I'm very sure that AI is going to be a huge component of it, as it very much already is. But I
Hmm.
think that that's gonna go further and further and further. And as we hit milestones, AI will be something that's more integral, and it'll just turn into like a new form of code that's just as commonplace as say Python or like C++ or the
Hmm.
other languages we have. But I'm interested to see how this fits in like in the arts and how this would work in the context of theater. I've seen some visual AI stuff and I've heard some AI stuff, but this is a first, so I'm very excited about this.
Right on. Well, we'll hop into it. I'll start sharing my screen here. This is the AI sort of thing. This is where like you'll type in the prompts or whatever, or I'll write in the prompts or whatever. So this is response. The two main things you're going to be messing with is response length, how much you want it to spit back out at you.
Okay.
Um, so each token, or yeah, so this is tokens. Each token's about 4 English characters because that's what it bases its predictions on, like what it thinks the next token's going to be.
Okay.
So just turn that up for longer stuff. It can like trail off into tangents pretty easily when it's longer, but you also get some goofy stuff that way.
Okay.
Shorter if you just want to like be editing it and like sort of force it down a more narrow path. Temperature closer to 1 is more random. So like zero point 0.7 is the default. At 0.1, it'll be choosing like the least predictable thing or the least likely thing it thinks you're trying to like might be the next token generation. And
Okay.
closer to 0, it'll be like more logical. It'll stick to stuff closer to what you have in the text,
Oh,
or very logical, like little things won't go crazy.
okay.
Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna turn these up so it doesn't repeat itself as much. And
So one
then
is pretty much so one
one
is
is like nonsense a little bit.
yeah, so I'll say like it's hot and cold and it'll be like yeah, the Bahamas
Yeah, I'll give
cruise
you.
trip has landed in Kenya. I don't know. Like
So I just turned it up to 1 for you. Wrote it's hot and cold, so you can get an example of it.
we don't get along, right? There's no people.
And it's weird. It didn't give this. It's doing this weird thing where it didn't give us a space before the first one, and then it copied that pattern and the rest of it.
Whoa. Okay, so it's quite it takes everything, everything.
Yeah, it'll take like casing. It'll take style. You can like tell it to do a certain style. You can just do something and it'll continue it. There are a lot of different ways you can use it to make a play. I've had people just like try and get weird generations, then they're going to turn it into a thing after. I've had people who've kind of gone like line by line and like edited it and added action here or there.
Okay.
So what else do you want me to throw in it, Mahmoud?
Okay. Car rides are fun. Car rides are fun, except for when the car is riding the same inch of mud.
You want to leave it at 1?
What?
Do you want to leave the temperature at 1?
Yeah. Let's see what happens now. Okay, pretty much mud the whole way, but not so. This time, this time there were small patches of non-mud where there's been a few inches of snow recently. At night on dirt, shale, small rocks, terrain, and not super hard packed yet. What a relief! I'm still running.
2-wheel drive.
Yeah, cool. Um,
That was pretty sensical for 1, to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah, like that's not too far off. Okay.
And then if you
Um,
ever want to keep any of this for, or anything that's generated for your show, I'll copy and paste it into that Google Doc for you.
okay. Um, Copy and paste this. This is useful. Okay. Um, Whoa. I'm usually that random generator AI. So now that there's a component that does that job better than me, I'm sort of stumped for words. Okay.
Well,
Um,
think about like, do you want to have it do characters, dialogue? Do you just want, because
yeah.
you kind of started writing this like prose a little bit, so it followed that.
Okay.
It's definitely read all of fanfiction.net, etc. So it'll pick up on any sort of like script styling that you put in if you want to do that, or the world's your oyster here.
Okay. I got some. Can I type something out and then
Go
can
for
you
it.
put it in there? And through that brilliant look at the what's the person like you know how there's like big doors for cars and then there's like a smaller door within that door? Do you know if that door has a name or am I just
Uh,
yeah. I look out the garage door. Doesn't matter. And someone walks through walks across the doorway. As soon as they exit the frame. The open clunk beats and I hope they freeze. A frail the young teen sweat. No, sweating? Who's sweating through the embarrassment? Young boy. One sec, sorry.
No worries.
Okay.
Is this something you're working on or
Yeah, it's a little bit I wrote. So this is a real story.
crazy? Do you want to leave the temperature at 1?
Mm, could we do a temperature at 1, copy it, and then can we do like 0.5, and I want to see what that
Totally.
looks like?
Or Alexis, half step ahead.
It is indeterminable. I can tell from his smile that this stranger interesting reminded of what it was like to grow up as nothing more than yourself, even though my culture does not directly. Whoa, whoa, it just trails off. Okay, can you copy that? And then we'll
Yeah.
call this like version 1, temp 1. Yeah. Between him and me. And can we turn the temperature down to 0.5 now?
Yep. It's okay. And we can turn response length up here a little bit if you want some longer.
Yes, yes, yes. This makes more sense. This is logically what actually ended up happening. Like in the about 5 minutes of my life after this instance.
Do you want to keep this? Do you want to keep going on this or
Yeah.
take?
Also told that if you make a mistake and someone makes one too, it's okay to forgive them. I hope this isn't the case for everyone who reads the story. Ha! Oh, my head. Oh, that last line just like it went. It just like yeah, drove across a bridge. Just like it's going just fine. It just went out. Okay, yes, I like this. I like this. I can use all of this. Version 2. Temp 0.5. Nice. Okay.
What next?
Bottle arc. Okay. Now I have more. I have a bunch of things I can. I was walking back. I yell into the void. Well, this is prose, so I'm not sure if I'm doing well in terms of writing a script.
You can do whatever you want as long as it eventually gets turned into something that I can share with this making of video.
Okay.
Everything's theater now.
True, 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 true. Um,
Like with my big weird SpongeBob thing, I threw it through a text to speech thing and like put it out as a podcast, and that was like real dumb and fun. Like you can do whatever here.
okay. What about this? Let me just I yell into the void. Ah, okay. Because there's components of text in here. My heart beats, skip, echoes. Does that make sense? So
Uh,
you know the saying like this
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so
I
my heart beats skip. So like skip being the
the like
thing.
absence of sound.
Yeah. 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 Try to blend in like a chameleon. Try to blend in like a chameleon is my heart beats skip. No, that's wrong. Man, I hate. Okay, whatever.
It'll
Yeah.
be a delivery thing.
Yeah. 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 Okay, let's try this. This is written kind of like whatchamacallit.
Do you want this without the rest of this in there?
Do you think it'd make a difference?
I mean, it'll take into all the previous stuff in account, or it'll be just what you wrote.
Can we do both?
Yeah. This isn't the case for everyone who reads this story. Echoes. At 0.5 still.
Bring it up to 0.7. Let's see what happens.
All right. Try to blend in like a chameleon. That's advice. Interesting where to go.
Yeah.
You want to try another?
Yeah.
Or
You know why I think it went down the music path?
because it's kind of lyricy.
Yeah, and Chameleon, and I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but Chameleon here, what I was talking about was Herbie Hancock's Chameleon. And I don't know if Chameleon and music and record have anything to do with each other. Maybe I'm reading too much into the AI, but
There's almost no way to know. But do you want to keep any of this?
if you don't have anything else to listen to, seems the topic though. Why do you listen to when there's nothing else? That's what happened last night after I finished the story, which made me miss watching TV and movies so much than before. So naturally, I listened back to music.
Sort of feel the
I
different
like this.
directions.
I like this. I
Oh,
like
okay, yeah.
because
All right.
this is turning into an internal monologue.
You want to keep going on this? See where it goes?
Yeah, sure. Turn it up to 1. Yeah.
Turn it up to 1.
Let's just roller coaster through.
There was one song that caused me almost to vomit.
What? This one song that caused me almost to vomit. Lately, I've been getting the feeling we ain't nothing but strangers. Life echoed my words. Okay. Hmm. I
You
like
can,
I like the vomit line.
yeah, we could delete after the vomit line and see what it generates after that. Try and
Yeah,
get you a different song that caused you to vomit.
sure. Yeah. Oh, I got one.
Word of advice, you read what you wrote, you don't mean, so bear it in silence until sunlight when your master comes and chases your evil spirits away.
Whoa.
That's an interesting song, but I suppose we're on 1.
All right. Okay. 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 I got one. I got another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got something else I want to try and throw in there. Two actual like little bits of dialogue I can throw in here.
Yeah,
So that's
whatever.
alright.
Eating doo-doo.
Also, it's also someone I witnessed. All right, sorry.
You're good.
All right. Eating doo doo. Can you copy that into the?
Absolutely. Let's take the rest of this out of here.
Yeah. Could you also switch as we walk towards her?
Yeah.
Mahmoud has to run away. Like make it a like third person,
Yep.
so that he's not.
Straight up. Temperature 1.
Yeah. And as much like let's produce a bunch. Like turn up the.
500.
Yeah.
See how far that goes for us. Mahmoud is up to his ass in weed-filled balloons, laughing with his pothead TA he met earlier.
Intake of wins. Intake offs wins by a slight margin on highlight reels. What? 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 What?
I don't know what the conclusion means, but
Um. Okay. I'm going to edit. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Yeah, copy like this because this is taking away all the space. So perhaps walking away.
I think it's just that sometimes when you get generations, it thinks that even though your like response time is higher, it thinks it reaches a logical end,
Yeah.
so it just stops. Do you want to keep this generation?
No. Can we do it again?
Yeah.
Increase the
With this
response.
new, yeah.
Yeah. With this new format.
As we
As they walk towards her, Mahmoud runs away. And runs away so that
he's not laughing at her straight
not,
up.
this is not laughing at her straight up. Okay.
All right. Let's go. And sometimes it thinks here there are unsafe completions. So,
What does that
mean? Because sometimes it is racist, sexist, or otherwise nasty, so it stops itself prematurely and has you like review it a little bit. But I'll just spam through until we get a few long things here. There we go.
Tells him she can dash to the Chester and is sure there's a jet waiting for them. The girl he walks, bedazzled, comes with paper map or why He's still here. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Crying
you're
and
getting some one nonsense now.
they come up against this weird looking family who mistakes Mahmoud as Gigi's new wife, which makes Ju just lose it on them and Mahmoud play along because hashtag Mahwoman man. I mean, could you imagine if your middle-aged dad married 17-year-old Mehreen? Yasmin apologizes if her family is obvious delayed understanding a gay marriage, whether it's traditional or convenience-based. Author breaks off laughing, but oh my god, the joke at 4-7. What? That's not even a time. Is such is, is such an obvious ripoff of Zulsa times nonchalantly implying his husband might be trans. Indifference to most. Boring girls shouting, no, sir, correct gender at openly cross dressing uncles. Now, this is poetry, but it's confusing poetry. Okay.
You want me to dump that into the Google Doc?
Yes.
I like that it ends with and Rothel times 4. Oh, I copied it after the straight up, or in between the straight up.
Okay. All right. Look how ugly that is when you fall.
Where's the first part? There we go. Okay. What do we want to do next?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm even doing at this point. I feel just as random as okay. I got another one somewhere in here. Okay. This is another one.
Bless you.
Thank you. Okay. This one.
All right.
Just as random.
Just as random, just as long.
Yeah. No, not just as random. This is just as random as what the AI produces because there's no, yeah. Just as long, 0.6 on randomness.
0.6. All right. Still just as long. You said that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not crazy. Cool.
Yeah.
Stop whisper on safe. Isn't it giving us anything long?
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of, well,
Here, let me go on this until we get a little bit more here. I just keep saying fuck so it stops us. Okay, let me try back from the top after this. They go into the wrong car, laughing. That shit was funny and awkward at the same time. Laughs. They got the wrong car. I don't even know what's going on right now. That shit was funny as fuck. They just called an ambulance to the wrong car. That shit was funny as fuck. I don't know what the fuck you're doing right now. This is awkward as fuck. And then you repeat the thing from in the prompt.
yeah, feels like the AI is talking to itself about the line.
You want to save that and try again?
Yeah, sure.
See if it just like will give us one big long generation.
Man, I feel like maybe this will give us more content.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to give the AI like different directions it can go on because I feel like it's stuck within the scenario.
Yeah, you can definitely insert action, dialogue, whatever you're feeling.
Let's see what happens. Man, seriously.
It's just the unsafe part. I feel like it's not because it's fucked up, but you got to go buy a new Xbox, man.
What?
Everybody deserves a high quality Xbox 360. Turn this up even higher, see if we can get.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next time it says completion may be unsafe, I want to see what nasty things this thing can concoct. I don't even care. Or are we trying to stay filtered?
Whatever you want to do, just it is tapped into the internet, and you know how racist and horrible the internet can be.
We can just like accidentally end up with yeah. Okay. You know what, man? Fuck it. I'm with you all the way. Let's do this shit right now. Let's grab my jacket. Are we meeting in your car or mine?
I'll meet you in the parking lot. You want to say like in the parking lot?
I see.
See if it gives us something a little different. New scene.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Mahmoud, what do you mean? Just simple conversation, they'll understand. Manager walks out and sees them walking. Sabe. Kimosabe. Oh my god, dude. Just straight up like hi there, sir. My name is Kimosabe. What wrong guy. Oh shit. Wrong tribes. Oh, wrong tribe. Sorry about that. So anyway, we were wondering if you could explain why our Xbox 360 360s are broken. We want to know how it happened and what your plan of actions going forward in terms of preventing this from happening ever again to any other customer who may experience the same problem with their brand system or any other kind of game console they might have purchased from Best Buy. See what 3 years. Even. Silence's manager stares at them blankly and turns around slowly walks back into his office. I love this. That's a good scene. That's a beautiful scene.
that's the whole scene.
That is a solid scene. Except I don't know how the transition from Blackish Christmas episodes.
You know, the AI goes where it wants to go.
Yeah.
How much have I already copy pasted here? Economy
Let's do it all
viewers.
again. It's okay.
Ah,
Okay. Hey, but at least This is relatively. All right. You know what sahur is?
It looks familiar, but not off the top of my pandemic brain for sure.
So in Ramadan you break fast and then there's sahur. Sahur is like
Gotcha.
early. It's like what you eat at like 3, 4 a.m. before you start fasting.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
I grew up in Minneapolis. That was familiar enough.
Huge Somali population here.
Uh, yeah.
Feels
What
yeah.
do you want me to throw this all in?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Let's see what happens.
After the manager slinks back into his office.
Yeah.
Still on a big long generation for it.
Yes, absolutely.
Not big or long, but it does seem like it wants to wrap it up for
It
whatever
does. It's
reason.
like, yo, come on. Okay.
Uh, do you want to throw in another action or just throw this onto the end of the scene?
Um, put in after like at Cup Foods or something, or like at grocery store.
You want to say a cup food specifically?
Not necessarily, but yeah, sure.
Cup foods. Cup foods grocery store. We'll say that.
It's a
It's the
B,
bar.
not a P.
Oh, cup. Isn't there isn't one that's cup, isn't there?
It's
But
Cup Foods. Consumers United for Buying is what it's saying.
yeah. Whatever. A cup foods grocery store. Why does it not giving us anything? I just want it to go long.
Me too. Maybe up the temperature.
Back to 0.7, or you want to go higher?
Let's do 0.8. Okay. That's so bizarre.
That is bizarre. uh, hmm. Do you want to try it with just the cup foods prompt and see if it'll let us like blow up from there? Because we already have a fair amount up at the top.
Sure.
Uh,
Kimosabe.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
Mahmoud suspiciously. We're gonna leave that in, or do we just want to back to?
Got that. Yeah, that's I'm like, okay.
This does seem like something you'd ask a Cup Foods cashier.
Okay, I like
There,
this.
we got it going on a good little stretch there.
It went on a
Don't you think so?
don't you think so? Huh? Huh? Also see appearing weak sketch. Also see appearing weak sketch below.
I don't know what that is, but you want to run it from after the heh and see if where it goes?
Yeah.
All right, do you want to make sure Mahmoud talks after this, or see if the cashier keeps going?
I want to see if the cashier keeps going.
Come on.
Oh. What?
Hot pockets suck, man.
Holy crap. This actually seems like something that one of my friends might say to me. Just a little bit, minus the hot pockets suck.
Nobody would dare say that to you.
No, never. They know they'd be dead instantly. That's just intolerable. Yeah, let's copy this. I like it. It's really random, but we went from guys talking about an Xbox.
Just hanging out with chemo for a day.
Yeah. Go buy some hot pockets and call it a day. Both walk to the car. Chemo, hey man, I'm going to run to the store real quick. Do you want anything? No, I'm good, bro. But when you come back, there better be some hot pockets in that sack class. Chemo asks, I'll do my best. Just make sure you get some, man. Otherwise, we're going to excuse me. Last, I'll do my best. Smiles and nods to set an agreement. I'll see what I can do. Matter of fact, let me go. Or should I just cut it and allow Mahmoud to be in there?
Yeah, like your friends like looking for hot pockets, then you just start like there yelling at the cashier.
Yeah.
Like I thought you were in the car.
Yeah, but like now I need to talk to this cashier about God, religion, and death and stuff, man. Looks at the floor, then back at the cashier. I have a question for you, sir. Do you ever wonder? Okay. Cashier. Cashier. Yeah. Absolutely. How can I help you? Do you ever wonder? Wonder what? What really happens? What really happens when we die? Does anybody actually know anything about life after death? We don't all just go to heaven and sit on clouds of harps, do we? I just like the abrupt fuck this place. Oh snap! I'm using his real name. I don't know why I ended it like a meme, but that's the only thing that I could think of.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to try and get an ending out of the AI somehow? But
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what the AI has to offer.
uh, just from like later at the apartment.
Yeah.
Let's put it, or let's
Put
see what just later the, or what do you want to do? You're the,
put just that part. Let's see what just that does.
that might take you in some uncharted territory at this point.
Yeah.
Turn it
And
down a
just
little for
and then
response.
yeah. And then bring the temperature up. Let's see what happens.
2,
1.
all back up to our friend 1.
Yeah.
Try again.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Go back to the just that is just as random, isn't it? Just this. Let's see what that will give us.
Gotcha. Still at 1.
Turn it down, maybe.
You're gonna go to like 0.9.
Yeah.
Little less crazy, but still creative.
2% left. Good one. That one.
From all us fans over in Fresno. Try again, or do
Yeah, one more time.
you want to keep that just in case? Or
I do. I do like it. It's bizarre. Pero it works. From all of us in Fresno, California.
what?
Mahmoud, yeah, we share food now. Well, that's something cooking, but is some kitchen pizza okay? Pass once another order out from where it came from and all that, man. You know what? Yeah, give me a slice of pizza. Luke that says frozen pizza later on comes over to says himself and says puts it out in front of him because he's gonna gone at this point, so he assumed they shared food again. My brain hurts.
Try a few more, or you feel good about the.
Okay, turn it down to 4.5. Let's see if this can come up with a logical conclusion. I mean, we were just chilling at the apartment. Yeah, we weren't doing anything suspicious or illegal, and then that cop comes in with a warrant or other.
Oh wow, you're going now.
Yeah. Yeah. It went full on. Mm. No. No. What's it called? Cut everything. That is so rude. Those hot pocket. It was our first date too. Yeah, cut everything up until that point.
Okay, so you got a little repeaty here. You want to try after it was first date again?
Cut date. Because I feel like it's just gonna be stuck on cut. Yeah.
It was our first.
Knock.
See, how doesn't it flag this and stop it? But it's all that other stuff. Well, I
cut
guess it
cut
did
cut. It
here
was
at
our
the
first.
end, but
Cut out. Cut. It was our first date. The entire. Sentence.
just after throws hot pocket across room.
Yeah.
You don't want anything about using the cop's nightstick as a dildo.
Yeah.
Or I think one of the names was Officer Pussyface. Yeah, there we go. All right. Okay, throws hot pocket across room. Oh wow.
It refuses to not go down the sexual. It's so bored at this point. The content, and it's just like, bro, there's so much tension between these characters. It has to happen at
Well,
this
there's
point.
also no tension because it's just this. It's just that they have hot pocket stains and you're not doing anything suspicious or illegal. Something about that text is sending it into like
It's like,
porno
no,
world.
make it spicy.
It's like everybody with hot pocket stains on their shirts is having sex, actually. uh, do we want to? Oh shit, my hot pockets are stuck on the wall.
Yeah.
That's like a nice final conflict to overcome. You want to
Okay.
mess with temperature or anything?
Yeah, bring it down or up. Let's bring it down. I want to
So
see what happens if we bring it down. 0.3.
2.3. Oh shit. Weird.
I'm just thinking about how we'd even direct this if we were to.
I'm very excited to see what you amalgamate this all into.
Okay. Bring the temperature up. Cut the last one. Cut, yeah. Like bring it up to 0.7 now. And make it real short and let's see. Well, response it's pretty short already, so.
We'll keep it there though, so it doesn't go on crazy tangents, and you can kind of like guide it here. So I can help scrape it off. Walks out of room and returns with spatula. There we go. Let me know when you're ready. They're still kind of pretty apprehensive.
Yeah.
So let's go. After there we go. See if we can get out of this wait to be ready thing.
True.
All right. So what happens? They've got the You're buttering the wall.
Wall, then presses hot pocket against the butter to let it soak into the bread. Go into the bread and then say hot pocket pops off. There we go, and that's the end.
Into the bread. The hot pocket pops off. There we go. The end. You see what it generates for that?
Sure.
Give you a last thing and then call it a day. It's going to give you some advertisements for something. Let's see what they are. Take out the end. We'll know it's there. What the hell? Okay. Beautiful. Oh man, I want to have Hot Pockets for dinner. Walks out of room, returns with a new package of Hot Pockets. All right. So yeah, at this point, I don't know that I have too much else for you. You've got all that in the Google Doc. Gonna turn that into something I can share. I'll edit down all these Zooms into stuff that's watchable for people and hopefully enjoyable to see you play with the AI and see how the AI works.
Okay.
And yeah, I think if I start collecting a few of them and I haven't like heard from you or anything, I'll be like, hey, maybe in the next month or so, let's try and get something done. But other than that, it's pretty wide open. I know people are working and life is insane in general right now. So
yeah,
thanks so much for doing this, man. It was a lot of fun.
Man, this was fun. And who knew that AI could produce such wild text? Who knew?
Yeah, no, and like Quill has a show that like he has in this and it's all goofy. It's like cross-dressing like in the 60s. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. I'm excited for you to see everything else that all people have made too.
Have you started a channel yet?
No, not yet. I'm just waiting. I'm trying to finish off getting all the Zooms here and then I gotta still like come up with a name for the festival and everything. I'll do all that branding bullshit later. I just want to make sure everybody's got scripts that they can be working on while I'm working on all that other stuff.
All right, cool thing. Let's stay in touch, and if we can do another session at some point in the future, let's do so.
Well, I don't think we're gonna be doing anything more with the AI.
I mean like, yeah, okay.
Or another like Zoom or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to smoke and catch up or do some bullshit.
Yeah.
I got you, man. And I technically have a spot in the next Minnesota Fringe Festival to like do a show if that ever is a real thing in person again. I haven't heard what they're doing for 2021 yet, but I did win the lottery last year and got a spot. So
yeah.
So potentially you're an available actor for me there, which is cool.
Absolutely, I'm here.
All right, well, see you, Mahmoud. We'll catch up. We'll be in touch.
Yeah. All right, man.